And we are live. What's good, Josh and man, DR Saint? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I really want to know podcast. We're gonna have at least two this week, and then we're gonna have two or three of downrange. There's a lot of political stuff I want to talk about. Tucker Carlson is out of a job, so is Don Lemon. Wouldn't it be funny if they came back together and and did an updated version of Crossfire, which is where Tucker Carlson, I believe, started his career? Wouldn't that be something? Don Lemon and Tucker Carlson every night debating conservative and liberal points of view on a political show. Crossfire. I ain't gonna lie, I would watch that. I would watch that. But yeah, that's the latest thing that just happened. They're both gone. I was never a fan of Don Lemon, and when Tucker went hard right, I stopped really listening to him. But it is what it is. How y'all doing? Happy Monday, everybody. Happy Monday. Yeah, it is what it is. It's kind of cool, just chilling. We got Dr. B in the house already. I can't. Dr. B is like, oh, I want to give a comment about this topic. Yeah, this is one of those topics. I was like, oh, I almost did it last night. I was this close to coming on last night around 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, PM. I really wanted to get it off, but I was like, you know what? I'll just wait. I'll just do it. Brother Primal's in the house. What's good, fam? Yeah, Don Lemon and Tucker Carlson both gone crazy. It is. It is. Murder. Yo, bro. I like I said, I would love to see that. You know what I mean? Sharena Alliance, what's good? How you feeling? Good to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad you're here. What's up with you? How you feeling? How are you doing? Good to see you. Glad you're here. Yeah, we're gonna talk a little bit about this, man. This is in the dating world, in the manosphere, the RP world, on YouTube. There's a lot going on when it comes to people, mostly men, trying to figure it out. They want to know how to go out there and date and how to maneuver in this new world, and it's definitely a new world. Most guys just don't realize or they don't accept that social media changed the game forever. Ever. No, forever. And Dr. B, I don't think I had that sound bite. I don't have that sound bite, bro. I'm gonna have to get it. I'm gonna have to get it. I don't have it. I'm gonna have to get it. I'm gonna put on my. I got a list of sound bites I need to add, and I'm gonna put that on there, bro. O'Shea Du Jackson is terrible. Pickup art. Yeah, I don't really watch. I don't really watch O'Shea like that. But everyone has their spin on it. Everyone has their spin. But I think that with these young men and old men, just men in general, what they fail to realize is that you have to be the best version of yourself. I'm not saying you have to be on par with Brad Pitt or George Clooney or something like that. I'm not saying that, but you have to be the best version of yourself. You know, I make this comment all the time. I break it down. When it comes to guys, I break it down like top 20, bottom 80. I'm always saying bottom 80. I was on Mel King's show last night. She brought me up and we talked for a little bit. And that's what we're going to break down on this show tonight. Because I was saying some things at one point. I was saying, hey, you know, for the bottom 80 guys in your chat. And she was like, oh, don't call them bottom 80. And I'm like, it's love. That's what they are. And people just hate hearing it. But it is what it is. That's what you are. If women find you invisible, you in the bottom 80, bro. That's it. Bottom line, period. That's how it works. You're in the bottom 80. You know, Brother Primal, earn your value on this stream by hitting that like button. Appreciate that. Yes, please do hit the like button. If you guys don't mind, I appreciate it. And to be told this isn't a problem. Again, for my generation, we had to deal with adversity. Coming up, we had to deal with it. Everyone did not get a trophy. Growing up in the 70s and 80s, you did not get a trophy unless you earned it. That's how it works. You playing, you know, Little League Baseball and you lost the game, you know, coach might let you get a soda. It wasn't brand name either. Get you a Big K. You ain't earned a brand name, you lost. You want a brand name, you got to win some baseball games. It was incentive to work harder. But then came the timeout generation. Then came everyone gets a trophy. Then came the bulldozer parents, the hover, the hovering parents. Just nope, nope. Everyone wins. Nope. Everyone gets a trophy. Nope. Nah, that's not how it works. I just don't want to see little Bobby or little Jenny cry. Well, there's plenty of tears in this world to go around. But the best thing about that is you can overcome that. You can get better and win. Then the tears aren't tears of sadness, they're tears of joy. When you win the state title, when you win a national championship, when you win a Super Bowl or a World Series or something like that, or a Stanley Cup. Shout out to the boats. Who we got down here in Tampa? Shout out to them. Shout out to the Lightning. I think they're fighting for it right now. This is what I'm talking about. We've gotten away from that, people. Everyone can't win. You just can't. You know what? And shout out to Myron Gaines. He says this all the time. Women are born with their value. In the society that we're in the game that we play right now, women are born with their value. That's all. That's what it is. They have to maintain their value. Men have to create their value. Shout out to Myron Gaines. Shout out to Fresh and Fit. They talk about it all the time, and I agree with them. I agree. Dudes, you got to earn it. You got to earn it. This is bottom line. You got to earn it. Women want the best. So if you're not offering the best, why would she look at you? You got to earn it. Now, it doesn't mean like, do the math and the top 20 guys equal this many people. No, we're not saying that. It's a metaphor. They want the best. You want to drag yourself out the bottom 80. You want to drag yourself out the basement. You want to get your fitness on point, get your style together, get your mind on point. Become socially calibrated. You want to be able to go out here and earn money. You want to go out here and make something of yourself. When you do these things, men who do these things possess certain traits, certain qualities that women find attractive. You don't do these things to get women. You do these things and women will come. That's it. And we all start in the bottom. Some people might not agree with me, but all dudes start out in the bottom. And you just got to get your way out. You got to work your way out of the bottom, period. That's it. Social media and internet addiction got out of control, especially after the end of this pandemic. Facts. I mean, it was really Instagram. Just the way it go all the way back to MySpace. That's when it began. Facebook was for college kids back then. And when Instagram finally got here, I mean, that changed the world. And if people are looking for the best and they're not restricted to their country or their region or their state, city, neighborhood, because think about it, back in the day, if you are a dime, like you're a beautiful woman, you were limited to the amount of men that you could interact with. You were just limited to it. I mean, maybe if you traveled a little bit, I'm from Cincinnati originally, so maybe, she would have traveled to Atlanta or travel to Detroit or New York, DC, maybe travel all the way out to Cali. But most people didn't do all that. Most people stayed in that little region. So, she would expose herself to the best guy, try to get the best guy. Then people will start getting married off. And it's like, oh, the guys that I wanted got married off. Well, I better go over here and get the best of what's left. That's not the case anymore. Now, the entire planet is at play. It's in play. The whole planet is in play. You got some dude in London hitting you up. You in Cincinnati. You got some dude in Bogota, Colombia hitting you up. You in Cincinnati. You got some dude in Tokyo. You got some dude in St. Petersburg, Russia. You got some dude, in Frankfurt, Germany. The whole world is at play, in play. The whole world is in play. So if you want her to even look at you, you're going to have to be a certain caliber off rip. So for the guys who are in the top 20, they're shining just more. And the guys who are invisible in the bottom 80, they're more invisible now because of this. It is what it is. I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm simply stating this is the situation on the ground, gentlemen. This is how it works. And then there are ladies out there I've talked to a lot of my female friends, a lot of ladies. And they'll say things like, that's not true. Right. And we're like moving around doing our thing. We're, walking around a mall or we're in the store or whatever in a restaurant. That's not true. Men are not invisible. I'm like, word? Describe the guy that you paid for the lottery ticket at 7-Eleven. Describe him to me. We just left 7-Eleven. What, what guy? It was a lady there. Now it was a lady there, but you didn't give her the money. He got you the lottery tickets. You paid him. Describe him. She didn't see him. She couldn't describe him. Like, what? Didn't even know it was a dude. She thought it was a woman that gave him the tickets. Stuff like that. Describe the bus boy. What bus boy? We just had dinner over here. We just at Cheesecake Factory. Describe the bus boy who came by. Remember, I asked him to bring us some extra bread. He wouldn't even, he was just the bus boy. Hey, could you do me a favor? Describe him. She didn't see him. All right, cool. Then it was like, describe the bouncer. We went to this little lounge. Describe the bouncer. Oh, she knew all about him. 6'2", about 220 pounds. He had brown eyes. He was bald. He had his head shaved. He had a lot of She described him to a T. Describe that guy. No problem. Describing him. None at all. I was like, describe the bartender. Remember we was at the lodge the other day? We described that one bartender. Oh, the Latino dude? Yeah. I think his name was Ricky or something like that. Described him. He was about 6 feet. You know what I mean? He looked like he was athletic. I think he said he played soccer. She was running it all down on him. Like, okay. You remember Ricky? What about the bar back? Remember the bar back that was standing right there during the whole conversation? Remember the guy that said he was trying to get into college? Remember him? Describe him. Nothing. And I'm not mad. I'm not trying to say this to get mad at, like try to say that, something negative about women or anything like that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that at all. What I'm saying is this is how it is, gentlemen. Step your game up. That's it. Brother Dinosaurs in the house. What's good? Throwing cash at strippers has a big part to play. Men exist until the cash stops flowing. Yeah. Yep. Dr. B, I'll keep it short. I'm 39 and I've talked to and dated more women in the past 2 years than all my high school and college combined. I did all the work up front in my 20s and reap the benefits now. Amen. Facts. That's what you got to do. Money plays a big part in this. Money's not the end all to be all, though. You still have to work on yourself. It's like Andrew Tate says, if you're a nerd and then you get $50 million, you're just a rich nerd. People are going to run that finesse on you. But Dr. B is right. You gotta put in the work. You gotta understand what you're doing. Understand what the end goal is. Understand the mission. Brother Primal, the world needs winners and losers. Which one you are is usually within your control. Facts. Men have to create their value, but once we do, we can be almost unstoppable. Yes. Especially if you understand the situation, you got a little bit of game. Yes, sir. You can be almost unstoppable. And if you understand that it's about, winning and losing, sometimes you got to take L's. Not sometimes, you always have to take L's. If you're not taking L's, you're not learning. You got to take L's. You got to take L's when you're out here trying to earn money, when you're out here being an entrepreneur, trying to start businesses and whatnot, when you're out here trying to womanize, you're going to take some L's. You are. But if you're a man of real character, if you're a winner, not a loser, you're going to push through it. You're going to learn from it. You're going to push through it. Right about that, Brother Primal Cincy, huh? That explains a lot. At least you got that Skyline chili. Yes, sir. We got that Skyline, got that La Rosa's. Ooh, we got that Graders. Man, listen, I ain't gonna lie. If I was still at home, I've been away from Cincinnati since, really the last time I left Cincinnati was in 1998 when I left for good. If I stayed in Cincinnati during that time, I would be at least 200 pounds heavier. Cincinnati got some good food, Jack. some good food. Brother Allegiance, um, Morocco is on code with ban of cryptocurrency and AI. Hey man, this whole thing with central bank digital currencies around the world, this is another game changer. I'm not a big fan of it. I don't like a centralized digital currency. I just don't like it. The government has their hands in it. I'm not liking what I'm seeing. The potential for this could be bad, bro. This could be real bad for the government having, not just America, I'm talking about any government having the ability to shut down your earnings, to just shut it down, to watch what you're doing, how you're spending your money, where you're keeping your money. That's my fear with digital currency. But all this is going on with AI. So, AI might be such AI might take over it, rendering all digital currency and all that stuff nothing, like no problems. AI comes along, is like, we're not even worried about money. We're worried if this super god computer we created is gonna let us live. Brother Dusto's in the house, man. What's good, Dusto? Scam likely up in the building. So let's get into it. I have like I said, I was on Mel King. And her and I, we're like I said, we're definitely YouTube associates. I haven't met her in person, so I can't say that we're like real life friends. I mean, she's very pleasant. I've never had a bad encounter with her online. I'm pretty sure one of these days I will meet her. We're working on getting some live events going and stuff like that. I will meet her in person. And for y'all know, like how I get down on that. If I haven't met you in person, if I haven't if we haven't, shaking each other's hands, or broke bread, had a drink, then it's like, we're only YouTube affiliates. I need to meet you in real life to see what's really up. That's how I get down. Dr. B, I've met him in real life. You know what I mean? Brother Primer, hopefully one day I'll meet him in real life. Myron and Fresh, I know those guys. Scam Likely, Dusto. We were just hanging out Friday. G Complex, I know him in real life. It was just like the brothers who were part of the New Templars. Of course, I know them. We meet up, we communicate all the time. So that's another thing with this new movement, this social network, right? This cyber world we've created. It ain't real until you meet somebody in real life. That's my personal take on it. And that's what I do. I'm gonna meet you. Where are you? You know what I mean? I'll come to you. What's up? You live where? New York? Bet. I'll be in New York. I'll be in DC. I'll be in Atlanta. So when I travel, this is what I do now. Oh, you in Vegas? I'll be in Vegas. I'll be in Dallas. Shout out Fresh and Fit Dallas. No, almost all them brothers. Met them all. You know what I mean? Shook hands, broke bread, drank with them, all of them. People, let's not lose sight of that. Let's not lose sight of that. And that's probably one of the big problems these guys are having, wanting to meet women. They're not meeting women in real life. They're going on YouTube, trying to holler at them. You know what I mean? What they go on here thinking they're going to shoot their shot, right? They don't know what they're doing. They go on here and they just, I think you're cute. And they don't, that's not how you do it, bro. You got to get out here. You got to have some swag about you, man. You got to have some style about you. She got to be able to look at you and say, yeah, that's somebody I want to smash. That's how it works, bro. You ain't getting there in the cyber world. Not if you're in the bottom 80. Top 20 guys, they got to get shot at it, but eventually you got to see each other in real life. And you got to have something about you. You know what I mean? I tell people all the time, you're going to need that. You're going to need a little bit of game. You're going to need that to understand what it is, or you're going to get wrecked. Stay down there in the bottom 80. So yeah, and this is I hadn't seen Mel or talked to Mel. She hadn't done a live in a while. It's the first time I seen her do a live in a while. And there's some other stuff going on that she got herself mixed up in. She's dealing with some real life trolls and some people doxing her and all that kind of stuff. So she did this show to address some of those concerns. And she was telling people how she was handling the issues, and basically she wanted to, want people to see it like, here I am, I ain't going nowhere, 10 toes down. So yeah, this is the video of the two of us talking. And when we get into the part about the bottom 80, I'll go ahead and speak on it some more. But here we go. Let's check it out.
He was a breath of fresh air, a real breath of fresh air. Hold on, DL, and then Teflon. I'm gonna get you next. All right. What you got, DL?
What's good, Mel? How you doing?
It's getting spicy.
Yeah, I see that. I see that. I see
It's
you out
spicy.
there leading from the front, starting it. You starting stuff. I'm like, oh, here she go. Every time I turn around and somebody say, sending me stuff on Mel King, they
No,
got this for you. They got
smelling.
this.
It's up. Up.
That's what they got for Mel. I'm like, come on. Hey. Yeah, I know I love the soundboards, bro. I love the soundboards. If you guys are thinking about getting into YouTube, you definitely want to do that. Get you a roadcaster, man. Get you something that has some sound. I also have I don't know what I did with it, but I also have there's another little board that I have. I don't know what Stream Deck. Here it is. Get you a Stream Deck. I was kind of looking for it. Get you a Stream Deck. I haven't even connected this yet. Yeah, I was talking to Fresh and Fit Cats. I was talking to Myron and their tech guys, and they're like, "Yeah, man, get a Stream Deck." I got it. I just haven't connected it, and it makes it easier. Just all these different sounds to touch of a button. But get that. If you're thinking about getting into YouTube, you want to get yourself some sort of podcast or whatever, you're gonna need the sound. You need to talk to her. I'm like, girl, what you want me to say?
What you want? See, I'm like, I ain't trying to control that woman. Like, I ain't listen. Y'all better.
All I got to say to her is she owe us a live event before she leaves Florida. That's all I got to say. Before you get anywhere, you got to have that event right here. You sit right here in Tampa, and you ain't been wearing no Bengals gear.
Okay, y'all. If y'all don't know, me and DL been rolling for a while. He is. If you guys haven't, check out DL. DL Saint. I really want to know podcast here on YouTube. Is a good brother. But we had some bets about football and all of that, and I'm still not gonna wear it. I renege.
Yeah, we had some bets about football and she lost. I told the Bengals won't come down here and spank them Buccaneers, and they did. And they did. Guess what, y'all? She gonna have some Bengals gear on. I guarantee you that. She gonna wear some Bengals gear. You don't get to renege on DL Saint. Sorry. I don't care. You gonna wear this gear. So yeah, I'll catch up with her and she'll have it on. Probably get a t-shirt and a hat. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, that's Mel's cool people. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. She's fun. She likes to have a good time. She's a huge football fan, bro. Like she be coming to Tampa to watch to watch the Bucks. I want to say every home game, bro. Every home game. So she's a real fan. She about that life. You lost.
I'm a modern woman. I take back my word because my feelings are involved.
Yeah, well, get ready for the smoke in my room. When I see you, I got a hat for you. I got a hat for you. You're gonna wear that hat. You understand?
Okay. If you get me the hat, I will wear the hat. I will wear the hat. But I'm not buying no Bengals merch. I don't roll with it.
You gonna wear it. I'll buy the
merch. Okay, give me my merch.
So yeah, all this stuff that's going on. Mel hit me with her game. I gotta buy the merch to get her to wear it. See how she worked her game on me? But I don't care though. She gonna wear some Bengals gear because like I said, she hardcore Buccaneers over there. So I gotta make her wear that gear, and I'm gonna have that picture everywhere. I'm gonna be sending that picture all over the place. But you peep the game though, right? And it is playful with all that, man, but it's still, it is what it is. All this is encompassing in the game, bro. You know what I mean? It was womanizing, just friendship game, political game, church game, college game. It's so many levels to this. You have to understand how it works, and you have to engage properly, gentlemen. You have to engage properly. Like there's a lot of guys in her chat be sitting around here since day one, since I first came on there. She had one of those shows was like, shoot your shot. I ain't doing that. That's, man, for real. Shoot my shot online. And there's so many dudes lining up trying to do it, thinking they getting somewhere with Mel King or any woman for that matter. Like, man, y'all high. You ain't getting nowhere. You gotta know where that person is gonna be. Insert yourself into a situation where that person is and go over and holler at them. You can't go on their platform and shoot your shot, man. That's ridiculous. So they thought I was gonna do that, and I used that holla holla button. After a few times of her bringing me up, I was like, oh, I'm gonna shoot my shot, Mel. Gave her some little corny story about how one of my dudes was like, you gotta shoot your shot. And she sat there like, okay, go ahead, playing with her hair or whatever. And I hit that button, holla, 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 holla. She was like, you playing on my phone. Like, get out, I'm kicking you out. Letting you know, like, man, I ain't on that. And we've been like this ever since. Fellas, if you want to be seen, You can't present as you super thirsty. You know what I mean? You a bottom basement dweller. You can't present that way. And showing up on somebody's platform to holler at them, talking about how beautiful you are, and I want to take you to France. I want to take you to Germany. I want to take you to Kansas or wherever the hell they was saying. Nah, man, that's not the way you do it, bro. It's not the way you do it. And most of you guys wouldn't even holler at her in real life if you saw her standing there. You would not even approach her if you saw her standing there. Why? Because you're not pleased with who you are. Because you know you're not presenting as you want to present. You haven't done the work. That's just keeping it 100. So if you ain't gonna holler at somebody in real life, don't be trying to holler at somebody on online. Be trying to holler at somebody on the phone. Be sliding somebody's DMs because eventually they're gonna have to see you. You get what I'm saying? A lot of y'all hear me, man, but y'all ain't buying it. I'm new to YouTube, so I like drama. I understand all that. Shout out to MTR. When I saw y'all in London, you know I was all over that. That was great. I was highly disappointed in Pearl. Not gonna lie, I was highly disappointed. Even had to do a video on it. Talk to King Riches. It's like, yo, that one cut deep because I was looking forward to working with her. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna try to get in with Pearl. I'm talking to all these people. Y'all know I'm all about networking, and I was definitely networking my way, into an opportunity to holler at Pearl. I really was. My guys in Dallas were helping me out. My guys in Fort Lauderdale were helping me out. Now I had Mel right there. I was working my way in. I'm like, all right, this is cool. I knew Pearl was coming, was slated to come back to the States, and she was, I knew where she was going to be. And I'm like, all right, cool. I had like Mel putting a good word for me. I had my people in Dallas already put in a good word for me. I was getting there. Networking takes time, man. It takes effort. And I was stepping my way in. And then, Pearl did what she did. The comments, having Nick Fuentes on her show, and then the comments about slavery not being that bad and all the rest. And I was like, man, I can't work with her. I can't. And I'm not gonna make a big stink about it. We did a show about it. I said what I had to say. I even jumped on the stream with King Richards. Shout out to King Richards. I jumped on the stream with him, said what I had to say. Nothing but respect. Nothing but respect. But I can't work with her. And that's what we're talking about right here. Brother Jason's in the house. What's good, fam? That's what we're talking about right here. Networking my way in. My thing is this: hey, say what you want to say, be who you want to be. Either I'm gonna rock with you or I'm not. That's it. Nothing follows, nothing crazy. I wish her all of luck, all the success in the world. I would love to sit down with her off camera and maybe talk to her, and maybe she has some questions. But she's surrounded by enough people to know. I'm pretty sure she understands, why people are coming after her. And then when that happened, I'm like, oh, they're gonna come after Mel. They're gonna come after MTR. I didn't really see that. I don't know. I mean, did anyone? Yeah, they went after MTR. They went after MTR ASAP when that happened. They caught him on a live stream and they went in hard on him, and then he had to come back the next day and do a video, talk about his disappointment in Pearl. And I thought, okay, they're gonna come after Mel, and I never saw it. And she's gonna talk about it here in a second. Because I was really waiting to hear. I wanted to hear her take on it. And we kind of got a little bit of her take on it right here. Oh, we got Brother Von Brian in the building. What's good, fam? How you feeling? Welcome. Thanks for coming through, man. Appreciate you, man. I'm always seeing this brother over at Black Man Unfiltered and some other spots, man. I'm so honored to have you here. Thanks for being here, bro. We're sitting here talking about men having to earn their value. That's what this show is going to be about. We're definitely going to drop the link on this one as well, fellas. Brother Allegiance, see, Negroes will be overrating the hell out of football and basketball. That's why it's losing ratings. I'm a huge football guy. Not a big basketball guy. I'll watch the finals though. Depends. I mean, but I won't break my neck to watch the finals. You know what I mean? But football, bro, I'll watch kids in the street playing 3-on-3. I just love football. I love that. American football, of course. I'm not talking about soccer, but yeah, I don't see football going anywhere. I don't see basketball going anywhere. They're trying to make baseball more exciting. Still, I don't see it going anywhere. It is what it is. And soccer is trying to make some stuff happen. We got brother Nightish in the house. What's good, fam? Salute to you, man. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So let's get back to the clip. Come at you over there. I didn't really see that.
Not really. A couple people left comments, but you know, I was going to address it in a video, but like people who on the other side of things who are, you know, involved in the movement and especially in Black issues asked me not to. They said let's just keep it, it's already, because it had already started becoming this kind of like war and fight amongst our own, which was extremely disappointing. And I said, you know, if people want to have a conversation and talk about how we can come together and own our spaces and do this and that and the other, that's where I thought it was going to go. And I was actually looking forward to bringing those type of topics forward. But it's just nasty, and I don't want to be involved. I want nothing to do with it. I have enough personal things that I'm not going to be emotionally invested in that. It would just, my mental health just, you know. And also I promised certain people I would just stay out of it because it's gotten too nasty, and y'all know it has. Every person knows it has. We've been attacking each other. So
yeah, and I mean, I had an idea I was going to go there. Again, I said what I had to say. Like, it's like no hard feelings. It is what it is. But again, I can't, because a lot of people were asking me like, well, you get the opportunity to get on, you will do content with her. I'm like, I can't. I just can't. It's not. It's just, I would love to talk to her though. I would love to sit down off camera and talk to her. I'm pretty sure that'll happen one day. But I wouldn't. I can't. I can't get on camera. That's because we're older. You know what I'm saying? You still, you know, wet behind the ears too. I'm 52.
if y'all don't stop calling me 42, I'm 41.
Well, hilarious. Women don't play with age. and Mel's very attractive. And still, she don't play with it. Don't call me 42, I'm 41. Is what it is. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Yeah, bro, nice. Like, she's going everywhere. Yep. Like, it is what it is. But yeah, earlier in this stream, that's why she made such a big stink out of it, because earlier in this stream, someone mentioned her. One of the callers mentioned her age, and you know, she, you know, doing the same thing. So she's just having fun with it right here, guys. She don't really care. You going almost there?
Me older than what I.
That's
I'm
crazy.
already old, and I got kids. I'm over 40, and I got kids. And
hey,
don't
you
nobody,
in
don't
the old
nobody
people
want
set.
me.
Whatever. You in the old people set. You ain't an OG yet, but you in there. You in there. And she was saying this thing about no one wanted her and all this. Meanwhile, in her chat, like, guys, go back and watch this video. In her chat, all these dudes talking about, I love you. I want to be with you. I did just me, that me. Look over here. Me, the invisible guy. Look at me. Me. Doesn't work that way, gentlemen. Do the work and she will look at you on her own. That's the way you want to get. Player, that's where you want to get with it. Y'all sitting over here, look at me. They're not looking at you, man. If you got to run around like that, you got work to do. Do the work. That's it. You know, people like, well, you know, I'm just an average guy. I can get me an average girl. Average women don't want anything to do with average men. Listen, it is what it is. If you're average and you're a man, you're probably invisible, bro. You can even be over 6 feet. Y'all might get you a little bit of attention, but you're going to need game to follow up with it. You got to have game. If you don't have any game, what are you going to do if you don't have any game? You're going to get ate up, bro. Out there being Mr. Nice Guy. This is what we're talking about. Do the work. If you just got to do the work, y'all. You just got to do the work. Let's continue.
Me, yo.
So this whole Mike TV thing, ridiculous. There's so many people out there who all about clout. They'll do anything, like old boy said from Inglewood. No, the brother before him, one of the brothers said from Michigan. These people out here, they don't care. It's all about money, man. And I learned this a long time ago when I was coming up. All money ain't good money, right? Yeah, all money ain't good money, people. Remember that. That's one of the first street lessons I learned. All money ain't good money. It better make sense. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense, and it better make sense. So, you know, you got these guys out here, and women out here, and women, men on YouTube doing whatever they can do to scrounge up a dollar. It is what it is. That's what they want to do. People love train wrecks. People love car wrecks. People love drama. I stay away from it. I don't need any drama. I don't. Y'all notice we don't have trolls over here. We're trying to get out information. We're trying to get stuff out here and better people. That's what we're trying to do over here. We're trying to lead from the front. That's what we're doing. We're trying to lead from the front. That's why I don't just keep I don't just stay focused on in the manosphere. I don't just stay focused in finance. I don't just stay focused in politics. We're all over the place, man, because we really want to know what's going on everywhere, because that's going to help us become better people, right? That's how I see it. But I don't go looking for the drama. Well, who wants that? Who wants the drama? But then when I say things like this, like, man, you need to work, you need to do the work, you need to drag yourself out the bottom 80. Some people think it's drama, like it's smoke. It's not smoke. I'm just letting y'all know. You can keep doing what you're doing. You can stay where you are. That's fine if you want to. But if you're really trying to get there, if you're really trying to make yourself the best you can possibly be, if you're doing that, if you're putting in the work, then you're not going to be having any trouble with women. At least not getting them to see you. They're going to see you. They're going to be around. You just got to know how to filter them out once you are seen. That's the next problem. You know what I mean? It's the next problem. Like Jay-Z said, man, I got 99 problems, but a chick ain't one. That's where you want to be. You want to be like Jay-Z. I got 99 problems, but a chick ain't one. I'm watching my language, y'all. I'm trying to keep it to where YouTube, doesn't banish me forever. Brother Jose's in the house. What's good, fam? I ain't seen you in a minute. Always good to see you, man. I'll be seeing you in Fresh and Fit. I'll be seeing you on Mel's channel, man. What's up? Salute to you, bro. Always a pleasure seeing you. So let's continue. You know what I mean? You do it for money. Somebody might come see you. I'm gonna leave it there. You know what I mean?
Right.
Especially the boundaries that they have broken.
Mm-hmm.
So don't cry if it go that way. You know what I mean? And so many people do cry. They do these horrible things.
Save your tears because it's over.
It's over. And like you said, it ain't even got to be, physical. It hurts more when the people.
No, we're not talking about. I'm not talking about, guys. Yeah. Please, I don't fight. In fact, you know what? I'm not gonna mention it now, but there's something that happened physically with a YouTuber who attacked me. On the same night all of this was we're not getting into it. Oh, Lord Jesus. It was
listen, when you do your live event, I'll make sure I bring some tea so we can sit down and discuss that.
Yeah,
we need to,
we're gonna have to have a cup of tea, maybe pour a little, like people. I was telling on the live stream, I was talking about, I was like, you got that Boone's Farm, that Mad Dog 2020. People couldn't tell I was trolling.
What you know about that there, girl? You don't know nothing about that.
I was trolling.
Boone's Farm and Mad Dog 2020, Wild Irish Rose, Malt Duck, Malt anything, all the 40s and all that. That was that cheap wino liquor she talking about right there, y'all. That's that cheap wino liquor. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Boy, oh boy, I could tell stories. Man, that Boone's Farm Strawberry Jubilee. Look here now. I could tell stories. Ooh, it's all bad, them stories. Ain't nothing good about them stories. Nothing good about them stories. Ooh. That's probably why I don't really. Man, look, I can't drink cheap alcohol. Just put it to you that way. I gotta have the good stuff. I got to have top shelf, bro. I be in the bar pointing up there like, yo, I'm gonna need that up there. Go get the ladder. I'm gonna need that. I don't care what it costs. I want that top shelf. But yeah, Mel's just talking about something. Like I said, she's dealing with trolls. She has a lot of stuff going on. I'm not gonna get into the details of it. It is what it is. But like I said, she's ready for the smoke, y'all. She's ready for the smoke.
And people were just like, Mel is drinking Mad Dog 2020 and all. I'm like, guys, it's a joke, but we're gonna pour some Mad Dog into the tea. Okay.
Hey, you don't know who you playing with. I'll pull some Mad Dog. I'll pull some Cisco.
You gonna put, well, you got some of that tub shine, that moonshine.
Yeah, they call it that stump hole. They call it down in North Carolina. That white lightning. That homegrown. Hey, listen, real talk. I tried that one time. I will never ever try it again. That's when I was at Fort Bragg. Oh my God! Shout out to Fayetteville, North Carolina. Those boys don't play. I don't remember that night. That's the only night in my life I do not remember. Facts. And I kind of lied to you. It's been more than one night I don't remember, but it's only been a handful. They could fit on one hand. But yeah, Melody Country. Like I don't know her background like that, but she is country. When I say a stump hole, they call it stump hole because they used when doing prohibition, and stuff like that, they would make the liquor, this homegrown liquor, and they would hide it in a stump. They would hollow out the stumps and they would hide it in there. And that's how they put it where they were drinking. They call it stump hole. You go out there, they talk fast now. They're like, what? Boy, give me some of that stump hole. Boy, give me some on that. Let me drink on that a little bit. All right. Man, and it's almost tasteless. And it's some ungodly proof. You know what I mean? Like it's like 1,000 proof. something stupid. Like, bro, you ain't supposed to do this. Man, you put that in some Kool-Aid or some juice or something like that. Oh my goodness. Turn out the lights, the party's over. So but Mel knows about that stump hole, man. She's Southern. Like she's Southern. I kind of peeped that when I was watching the replay. I'm like, oh, she started laughing because she know about that stump hole. You know what I mean? Yeah, brother Jason's like, yeah, bro. That stump hole ain't no joke. Let's continue.
Thank God I wasn't drinking it that night on the live stream. It was.
Oh, yeah, girl.
Woo,
Yeah, be a whole
woo.
nother
120 proof. Yep.
you talking about. I didn't. Yeah, looks like look like Mel King. Mel King just started the OF.
Listen, I pulled the power out the whole thing. I would cut the power off. And
like y'all hear Mel King done started the OF. Girl, you been made $10 million. So listen, I told you about. So when you look at something like this, gentlemen, when you look at something like this, do you see the playful banter? Do you see the conversation? Do you see that she's really laughing and having a good time? Pay attention to her mannerisms. Pay attention to her body language. Look how much time she's spending playing with her hair. Look how much time she's spending rocking back and forth. There's some other keys I could tell you, but I ain't gonna tell you. I ain't gonna tell you now. I have to make me a paywall and give you the real sauce behind the wall. And this ain't nothing new. You can go find this out on your own. You can read it. You can read all about it. You can find out about body language. But you can tell when a woman is into your conversation. You need to master this ability, gentlemen, and it takes work. It takes work. It takes trial and error. And I'm here to tell you, not everyone gets a trophy. How do we know that? Because we got the bottom 80. Them bottom 80 dudes ain't getting no trophy. You don't get no sticker or star. Give me a star. No. Keep your ass in the bottom 80 if you don't want to do the work. Learn how to have a conversation. I've never met Mel King in person. I guarantee you this. Had I met her in person before I even knew her on social media, we had the same conversation in real life. She'd sit down and enjoy the conversation with me just like she's enjoying this conversation right now. There's a lot of guys that be in her back chat. The back chat is the waiting area when you're waiting to get pulled on screen on StreamYard. There's a separate chat back there. Like we have this chat here. We got the public chat. Where's a separate chat when you're waiting to be pulled up onto the panel? Those guys be in that chat mad as hell. Not just at me, but I notice it when I'm back there, but they're mad at the guys that she chooses to pull up. Guys are like, well, I've been back here for 2 hours. You crying like a little, first of all, you got 2 hours to sit back here and wait. Why are you waiting 2 hours? I'm barely going to wait 5 minutes. If you want to get up that bad, my friend, super chat. Yes. Super chat. How do you think the Mel King and I got to get this relationship going? I was super chatting $100. Guess who she pulling up next? Who is this DL saying got sending in $100? Hey, who are you? Super chat. You think top tier guys are worried about bread like they're worried about $25, $10, $100? Think they worried about that? Come on now, bro. These are the kind of things. This is why most of you guys are invisible. You scared. Quit being scared, man. It's a little bit of money. You can't hustle up $20, bro. In the Uber era, in the Uber Eats, right? The gig economy, you can't hustle up $20. Come on now. I wanted so bad to type in there. That dude was back there crying like a little kid, man. Probably was some 50-some-year-old dude thinking he got game from Mel King or anybody else for that matter. You should be invisible. When I was growing up, you know what they told me? No one likes a crybaby. Quit being a crybaby. That's what the teacher would tell you in class. No one likes a tattletale. No one likes a crybaby. Now, if you call somebody a crybaby, you a bully. Y'all peep that? Y'all peep that? If you call somebody a crybaby, you a bully? What kind of nonsense is that? The teachers would get on you for telling them no one likes a tattletale. No one likes a tattletale. Right now, you're being encouraged to run out here and telling everybody. Now, I understand the world has changed, and I tell my daughter all the time, like, "Hey, you hear any rumors at your school? Some kids talking about they gonna, bring some stuff to school and hurt people. You ever hear some? You hear some kids saying stuff like that? You tell me. You tell a grown up. That's a matter of survival. We live in a different environment now. That's a matter of survival. So I get that. But I'm talking about, little Bobby cutting line or you telling on somebody who's not doing what they're supposed to be doing. No one likes that. No one likes that. Teacher's pet. No one likes the teacher's pet. That's how we grew up. You know what I mean? I'm back to saying it, y'all. Y'all gotta help me stop myself. I gotta stop myself from saying it. um, yeah, yeah, 120 proof, bro. Yeah, brother Jason, it was at least that. It was at least that stump hole, boy. I'm telling you, it'll make you blind. I tell you that. The good stuff almost make you blind. We're talking about that corn liquor, that tub liquor. Um, Brother Legions, George Jefferson was short and still had a heck of a career as an actor. Yeah, Herman Hensley, that's his name? Sherman Hensley, something like that. It was Sherman Hensley. Yeah, he went on and had 2 or 3 remarkable shows, you know, because he started on All in the Family as the neighbors, the black neighbors who moved into the white neighborhood. A lot of y'all don't realize that because All in the Family was such an old show, but that's where he started. That led to the Jeffersons. And then he had Amen. I want to say, was that the 80s or 90s, y'all, when he had Amen? Which was a hit. Yeah, he was an icon, bro. He was definitely an icon. Yeah, Sherman Hensley, that's his name. He did a handful. I mean, he had tons of credits and stuff like that, man. He definitely carved himself out a nice career in Hollywood. But you know what? Here's I'm gonna let you know a little secret about Hollywood. Most of your favorite actors are short. They didn't start getting tall until Will Smith came on the scene. But like Tom Cruise, he is short. Sean Penn, itty bitty. Right? Most of the Hollywood actors out there are short. And then, like now, with the Chris's and all that, you got some of these new wave actors who are pretty tall. You look at Idris Elba is tall. The guy who plays Captain America, the guy who plays Thor, those guys are tall. But that's a new phenomenon in Hollywood. Like Hollywood actors, those A-list celebrities were like short. I want to say George Clooney, Brad Pitt, both under 6 feet, if I'm not mistaken. Check that out for me. Let me know. Check my math on that. But I mean, I hung out with George Clooney one night. It wasn't like we were buddies or anything like that, but I was hanging out with him. He was barely my height. I think he was shorter than me. So I think he's a little bit under 6 feet. Real cool guy, by the way. George Clooney. Shout out to you, brother. If by chance you happen to come across this, George Clooney, probably one of the best people I've ever met in my life, bro. And I've traveled the world a few times. George Clooney is a real good guy. Real good guy. I don't know. I haven't heard any bad stories. I'm pretty sure maybe someone out there has a bad story, but I don't know of any. And the night I was hanging out with him, he did some extraordinary stuff for people, fans or just regular folks. And it was a great night. That was one of those Hollywood nights to remember. It was a great night just hanging out with George Clooney, and the owner of the bar was Christy Brinkley's husband. I forget his name. They had airplanes at my airport. I mean, it was just kind of cool. Again, networking. I was able to talk to these top tier people because of what I did as an air traffic controller, and I knew about their airplanes and all this other kind of stuff that I knew, and they just brought me right in. Plus, I was cool with the bartender. The bartenders were like, "Yeah, this is D right here. He's good people." So we had that. So again, you want to be socially calibrated. Here I am hanging out with the one percenters for real. I'm hanging out with the one percenters. Everyone I'm talking to are worth, hundreds of millions of dollars each. And we're just talking like you and I are talking right now. Like all of us are talking, only it was in the real world. It wasn't YouTube world. It was the real world. We're right there. We're breaking bread. We're having drinks. It was great. You can only do that if you work on yourself and pull yourself out the bottom 80. And this is what I want to just drive this home. We all start in the bottom 80, each and every one of us, all of us men have to create our value. Women are born with their value. There's nothing wrong with that. Their struggle is different. They have to maintain that value. You have to preserve their value. But we men, we have to create our value. That's it. That's it. Period. Brother Dino is saying someone in Georgia to run as president. Ooh, that's such a dirty business. You know, I can see why people would want George Clooney to run for president. I can really see that. You know, we're going to talk tomorrow about politics, man. Tomorrow we're going to be talking about Trump and Biden. You know, there are polls out there. The majority of people don't want either one of those guys to run as president. It's hilarious. The majority of people, Republicans and Democrats alike, do not want Donald Trump and or Joe Biden to run for president in 2024. So yeah, or be president. You know what I mean? 2024. So yeah, we're into it, bro. They don't want that. They don't want that at all. So yeah, that's that. We're gonna talk about that tomorrow. And then on Brother Dino, I'm glad you're here. On Wednesday, Jay Swans and I are going to be talking about Picard season 3. It's going to be heavy spoilers, guys. So if you haven't seen it, don't watch that episode. That's going to be on Wednesday, bro. I'm going to drop the link for you. If you're here, you should join us in the conversation. We're going to talk about Picard. We're going to go in. We're going to go in deep. We're going to go in deep, guys. Pause. We're going in deep. So that's going to be on Wednesday. We're going to be talking about Picard. I'll make the thumbnail tonight and I'll put that out so people can clear your calendar. We're going to be talking about that 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, man. We're gonna geek out, y'all. We're gonna geek out on Star Trek Picard. So yeah, Star Trek Picard. So before I forget, bro. But yeah, man, I didn't. George Clooney as president. I'm glad he didn't run. I mean, it would just ruin his life. I think. It would just ruin his life. So let's get back to the video. A game, Mel. I told you, real game will put anybody on. And then you found that brother who, what was the medium man? Is that what it's called? I told you, Mel. I had to react to that video. I'm like, see, and you were asking me, how does a woman wind up in a rotation like that? That's how they wind up in a rotation.
You're right.
That's how they wind. So we're talking about a video Mel did about this brother, former military guy who basically just telling his game of how he runs his rotations with women. That's what we're talking about. Mel did she reacted to a video of his, and I reacted to Mel's reaction on this platform because the guy's game is superior. This guy he's honed this game. People like, man, get up, you know what I mean? Come on, man. Why you riding him so hard? Like, bro, game peep game. What this brother is doing, spot on. Spot on what he's doing. So and Mel saw the video and she was like, so that's what we're about to talk about. Going back some months, 3 or 4 months ago, Mel and I were talking, and I was telling her about running rotations of women, and she was like, I can't understand how people run rotations. And my thing is this, fellas, if you work on your game, you get to the point where you can have multiple women at the same time. What I would advise, don't lie. Tell them up front if they're part of a rotation, so you don't have no drama. If they down, great. If they're not down, great. Either they're on the team or they're not. If they're on the team, they're on the team. You ain't got to worry about it. And if they don't like it, they can kick rocks. This is what this guy is doing he's doing a variant of it. He's not lying to him, but he's presenting in such a way that they want him. They don't care if it's just a piece of him for a short time. His game is perfect. I did a video on that. You want to go back and find it. I think the video was called Mel King Discovers Real Game or something like that. Go check it out. It's a cool video. So again, some time ago, I don't know, 6 months ago when we first had this conversation, Mel and I, she was like, there's no way that I will be a part of a rotation. And I was like, women do it all the time. You just have to be the guy that they want, and you have to, tell them what the plan is. They will get in line. Again, shout out to Myron Gaines. They will get in line. I think he says something like women get in line when there is a line or something like that. But he basically means when they know you have other options, and they really want you, bro, they will tighten up. They would tighten up. And so this is what we're talking about. And she was in this episode right here, she was like, yeah, you're right. You're right. Because he would have got me. That game would work on me. So shout out to Mel for being honest. You know what I mean? It was, I just said, wait, man, I'm gonna have to do something. I'm gonna have to put quarters in a bowl or something every time I say, you know what I mean. Brother Legion's definitely underrated actor. Sherman Hill. Yeah, he did his thing, man. He was powder. He was on there. You got brothers, Brother Saeed's in the house, man. What's good? Brother Colo, what's up, man? How you feeling, bro? Good to see you. This brother right here, man, he's part of the fresh. Me point the correct way. Let do it. How I do it? Like this. All right, here he is. There, boom, boom. This brother right here, I'm learning how to point. This brother right here is a part of Fresh Prince CEO's networking organization. I'm a part of that organization as well. That's how I met this brother. Again, only online. You know, we haven't met in person yet, but I do look forward to the day. I don't think we've met, bro. I don't know if he was at the 1 million boat party or not, yacht party. I don't think we've met, but I look forward to us meeting. You know what I'm saying? Breaking bread, man, maybe having a drink or something like that. And the thing is this brother and a couple other brothers asked me, they were asking about some fitness questions on how to start a fitness business. So I went and reached out to brother Mandrell, and Mandrell and I made a 1-hour video answering their questions. I said, hey, man, give me 5 questions each, and I'll ask my brother Mandrell to give you answers to it. And instead of writing answers down, like, you know what, I'll just do a video. I thought it was going to take maybe, 15, 20 minutes. It was an hour. It was an hour. They got their own custom podcast. And this is what happens when you network properly, fellas. This is what it's all about, putting in the work. If you're putting in the work, other men will put in work for you as well to help lift you up or pull you out, whatever the case may be. Each one teach one, and we're there for one another. This is what I'm talking about. You want to be seen. Get out of the basement. I'm talking to you. You know who I'm talking to. Get out of the basement. It's not okay to be subpar. Become the best version of yourself, and the world will change. All right? You know who you are. That's what's up. Brother Allegiance, under 6 feet doesn't necessarily mean short. Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't mean short at all. I think the average height is 5'8". Right? So I guess you can say if you're under 5'8", you're considered short or shorter than average. You know what I mean? And that's another thing too. Don't get hyped. Don't get caught up on these matrix, right? That the 6 feet, the 6 figures, the 6-pack, right? The 6 inches. Don't get hung up on all that. Just make yourself the best version of yourself that you possibly can. Be cool with you. Be happy with who you are. Establish your own personality. Do that. And you will be unstoppable, my friend. Do that. Go out here, you know what I'm saying? Get punched in the mouth, man. Go out here and hear no. Go deal with disappointment. Right? Have that intestinal fortitude to pick yourself up, dust yourself off, man, and get right back into the fight. That's what you need right there. That's it. That's what you need. You get that, you golden. You know what I mean? Brother Colo, we haven't met yet, but that'll definitely change. Absolutely, bro. I look forward to meeting you. I really do. And like I said, I hope that video helps. I really do. Any more questions or comments, concerns, whatever, hit me up. Hit me up, bro. I can reach out to Brother Mandrell. He gave you his Instagram. You can reach out to him directly if you want. Anything, man. We talked about a lot in that video. So that's how we getting down over here, people. This is how we rock. This is how we rock. I'm serious about helping folks, man. It's not just helping out the men. I want to help the women too, as best I can. I don't know what it's like to be a woman, but I can tell you how I hunt. I can tell you what I look for. I can tell you what I do and how I do it, ladies. And that can help you avoid maybe some traps, maybe some game, or at least understand you in the game. I can help you the best I can. You have to preserve your value, ladies. And there's a lot of young women out here just throwing their value away, just throwing it away. You don't get it back. Once it's gone, it's gone. So if I can help, I do my best to help. I try. I'm trying to help everybody. I'm an old guy. I'm just trying to help. I didn't live the majority of my life. I'm having fun. I'm just trying to help before I'm gone. I get this information out. Maybe it can help some people become better. Let's get back to the video. Wind up and fighting for their slot. Fighting for their slot. That brother's game is,
Oh, shoot. You're right.
tried to tell you, girl, that's how they do it.
That's how you do it. But then, like, a woman like me, like, after a little bit, I'll be like, listen, I can tell this ain't really going anywhere. Like, I gotta go. Like,
That's fine. That's
but
fine.
he don't, but they don't got you in a rotation, especially him or a guy like you, they don't care. They'd be like, okay, let's fill the slot with somebody else.
It got 5 or 6 waiting to go. You know what I mean? All right, we had a first round draft pick, but she doesn't want to stay. Fine, go ahead and trade her. That's how he looking at it.
No, or how do y'all men just keep your emotions away from sex just so? I know it's biological, but it's like it blows my mind how y'all are able to do that.
But here's the thing though, there are a lot of guys in the bottom 80 dudes, and even some of the top, the top tier guys, some of them, they have zero control over their emotions, and they go through the same thing women do when it comes to sex. You must. This part right here is very important, y'all. It's very important, especially to the brothers over in the manosphere, the RP guys. You hear the talking points. You hear Meyer say it, day in and day out. Having sex for a man is like a handshake, right? He's talking about a select group of men. A lot of y'all are way too emotional. A lot of you guys out here, y'all have zero control over your emotions. And it doesn't matter how much money you have. It doesn't matter how much game you have. Y'all get in with these women. Y'all get your little bit of Foxy Brown and y'all lose your mind. Most of you guys lose your mind before it even gets physical. Y'all dudes, y'all need to understand something. Emotional men are dangerous men. You need to get your emotions in check, fellas. Get your emotions in check. Otherwise, if you run across a beautiful woman, some woman like, Mel King, or some woman like Nina the Pineapple or Bianca, or fill in the blank here, the name of the beautiful woman. You run into some beautiful woman and you let your emotions run wild, you'll be out there trying to delete yourself or trying to delete a bunch of other people or both. Y'all got to understand that, gentlemen. Keep your emotions in check. I have let my emotions out, and every time it has wrecked me. Do you hear me? It cost me dearly. I've done it more than a handful of times, fellas, and I know better. So all I'm saying is this: heed my warning. Keep your emotions in check, fellas. Your emotions can destroy everything you build because you will be unable to properly vet the woman you're dealing with. You go in there all Google eyes, and you've built yourself a brand. You've built yourself an empire, and you bring in the wrong woman. You bring in some Delilah type woman. She'll destroy everything you done built, everything. She'll destroy it all. She'll take money. She'll take all the silver from your enemies and destroy it all, and hand you over to them on a silver platter. And don't get mad at her for doing it. Get mad at yourself for being emotional and following for the wrong woman. We're accountable over here, gentlemen. Keep your emotions in check. Can't do that. Can't guarantee your success, bro. Can't guarantee your success. Brother Cola, like, yeah, man, I got love for you too, man. Brother Dusto, 5'10" is average. Okay. 5'10" is average. Okay, that's cool. I thought it was 5'9", but my bad. Like I said, don't get hung up. Fellas, if you're shorter, it doesn't matter. Don't get hung up on these numbers. Don't get hung up on height and all this. Get into the gym. If you're a shorter fella, get into the gym and get cut up. Get ripped up. Get ripped up. Women gonna look, they're gonna have a hard time keeping their hands off you if you ripped up. Doesn't matter if you're shorter. Get ripped up. Have confidence. Be in control of your emotions. Have money. The money is not for the women. The money is really to your confidence. You know you can earn, man. I can go out here and make some bread, and you know it. You ain't worried about it. Oh, I lost 10,000. I'm gonna go out here and make 50. You know how to do it. You be able to hold a conversation like Mel and I are having a conversation. Be able to do that. That's a skill set, bro. I could talk to anyone about anything. If you do these things, Bro, I'm telling you, you're gonna have women all over the place. I know so many short guys, man, they got game, bro. Game. And where does it stem from? It stems from their confidence. Women say they want a guy that they can wear high heels and he still be taller than her. All right, that's what they want. But you know what? They'll rock with a short dude. Tom Cruise is short. Short as I don't know what. He don't have any women troubles at all. At all. Now, a lot of that has to do with him rocking with the Scientologists, but that's another conversation for another day. Sean Penn, same thing. Itty bitty dude. Sean Penn, little. But he never had any women issues at all. Well, he's got all that clout. Still short. He's got all that money. Still short. You see what I mean? Don't get bogged down in these matrix, these numbers. Doesn't mean anything. It just doesn't. All right, let's continue. You must control your emotions as a man. You must train yourself to do it. That brother, watch that video, you see that guy is disciplined.
It's military level. I think it's you military guys
it has nothing to do with it. Some of the
extra level of control.
Nah, because the even that brother is not a player. Like when dudes talk about players are real, and she said that thing about military guys. Oh, it's you military guys. No, no. I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Most military dudes have zero game. Most military dudes, they have zero game, right? Let me one more time, y'all. Hold up. Most military guys have zero game. Zero. They don't know what they're doing. They get wrecked. It is what it is. Most dudes get deployed. They go on a long mission, a real long mission or training op, or they get deployed somewhere. It's before they're even out of U.S. airspace. Their wife is already being smashed by another dude. So no, military guy, no. And I wish I'd have told that to Mel. Like, no, Most military guys have no game at all. At all. You go to any military installation. I'm talking about the Army now. You go to any military installation, any Army base, and let's say that, like it's Fort Bragg. You go to Fort Bragg in the 82nd, 325 is out. Say they've been deployed, they're gone. And they came back. Let's say they came back a week early than anticipated. There'll be guys out and about in the NCO club and the officers in the NCO club and in the officers club telling women, making announcements. Hey, 82nd Airborne 325 is back. They just got back, ladies. They'll be home in a couple hours. And you'll see that club empty out. All the women pop up and leave. Because they're like, oh, my husband's home? We weren't expecting that. We thought he was going to be home next week or next month. Nah, 325 is back. You probably have that it's probably like that at every Army base. Probably the same thing with the Marines. Same thing. First Marines are home. 7th Fleet came in early. What? All the women headed home. Got to kick out the boyfriend. Let's get the home. Let's get the house straight. Let's get rid of all the pubic hairs. Military guys are the worst when it comes to womanizing. The absolute worst. You know what I mean? It's the absolute worst. I've been trying to tell people that for the longest. I blew my opportunity to really drive my point home with Mel. I blew my opportunity. I want to correct it right here, y'all. Military dudes are the worst. Brother Chris, what's good? Like emotions. Brother Chris Smokey has says emotions cloud your judgment. I learned the hard way. And unfortunately, most young men are being taught that lesson right now. Stay focused, exercise emotional control, lift heavy in the gym. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely, bro. You know what I mean? That's for you. Welcome. I think you were on last time. Brother Chris Smokey had welcome, man. Brother Alliance. Have you heard of Kazra Mazurui? No. I don't know who that is. Break that down for me. And I'm pretty sure I can't even pronounce that. I think Brother Alliance just has to, he likes to break me down with the hard words, man. Y'all know I can't read to save my life. Brother Chris Smokey Hat, you're right about the Marines too. With no exceptions. Exactly. Bro, I'm telling you, man, as soon as you get married and you get deployed, man, your wife is off doing her thing. Brother Primal, my mentor E8 told me how to save your marriage. Call your wife and let her know you'll be home in an hour when you're back stateside. Yep. Yep. Military guys are the worst, y'all. The worst. Well, they don't have any game. They're 8. They join the military at 18. They coming right out of high school. They don't know. They don't know. And then we're dumped into a whole new world. Like we're getting up to speed on stuff. We're learning how to fight. They don't know. Like you're training. You're doing all you could. There's no time for womanizing. No time. Like I said, I got my teeth kicked in AIT, messing with some girl that let my emotions out, and then I remedied that. And while I was still in AIT, I had another one. I had another one older woman who taught me the game. She was married. She taught me the game. She's the one that was like, you need to calm down, hey man, quit with these expectations. Let me tell you how the real world works. This married woman broke it down for me, plucked me out of the young people and had me with her and some other old people. And we were doing our things. Man, oh man, she taught me so much. She taught me about credit. She taught me how to calm down and slow down. She taught me how to pay attention to what's going on around me. Right? She taught me some things in the bed too, fellas. She put me on game. She taught me how to please a woman. Real talk. She was married to someone else's woman. That was the number one thing she taught me. She's like, I'm not leaving my husband. You're going to feel a certain way about me. I'm not leaving my husband. But I want to get you up to speed. I want to prepare you. I was in AIT. I just got out of basic training, man. I was in AIT. She got me up on game. Shout out to her. I'm not going to say her name. She might still be married to dude for all I know. But she taught me a lot. So that's why when people start trying to talk down and talk crazy about women, I'm like, I don't know. I don't know about that. Because it was a woman who put me on. She didn't have to. She put me on. She took me out. She broke it down in the bedroom. She taught me that I didn't have to act like I knew. She sat there and, man, she gave her brother a class. It was a master class. Man, look. And because of her, when it comes to bedroom stuff, I learned it from her. Every compliment I've gotten in my life because of that, my bedroom skills, I think of her. She put me on. She told me how to slow down, how to be patient. Right? She taught me how to be sensual with women. She taught me that. I use it to this day, y'all. I'm telling you, it's all about doing the work. Yeah, I was in the bottom 80. So what? I was 6 feet. I was broke. I had no experience. I was in the bottom 80, but I was willing to work my way out. I got the lessons and I learned. And I held on to those lessons. And then I continue to build on those lessons. This is what you got to do if you're in the bottom 80. I don't care what age you are. It's never too late. You could be in your 50s right now in the bottom 80. We can get you out the bottom 80. For real. We can get you out. And it might just be a matter of investing in yourself a little bit. You could pay somebody to help you, or you can do it on your own. But it's never too late. It's never too late. You got this content. I don't talk about this a lot, but Lucario talks about it all the time. Go watch Lucario. They have groups and stuff that they do, classes and all that. Go do that. If that's too hardcore for you, come back and holler at me. Yeah, I got programs set up right now. I'm gonna get you out into the field. I'm gonna pull you out the trenches. We're going right into no man's land. I'm gonna show you how it works right there with you. Be right there at the bar with you while you're trying to holler at somebody. Be right there in the section. If you're trying to holler at somebody, be right there in the park with you. I'm hands-on. I don't like Zoom and all that kind of stuff. I'm hands-on. I'm gonna get you out there. I'm gonna look at what you're wearing. I'm gonna talk to you about your style. I'm gonna tell you about cologne. I'm gonna tell you about accessories. Right? I'm gonna tell you about that. We're gonna talk about vehicles. I ain't gonna lie to you about vehicles, man. Most women don't even know the difference between a Camry and a Mercedes, really. She really doesn't know that. You got a nice car. If you can have a Honda Accord and it's clean, like an SE or something like that. It's clean, smells good, looks good. There's no dirt in there. She's cool in that car, y'all. She doesn't care. She's cool in that car, bro. You don't have to have a Lamborghini or a Rolls Royce, Aston Martin like Fresh. You don't have to have that. Fresh was getting women way before the cars, bro. You don't have to have a $500,000 chain to get women. He was getting women way before that. Remember the first episodes of Fresh and Fit? He just had on that chain that said CEO. Remember that? He ain't have on no watches. Remember that? Myron had on this little Apple Watch or whatever. They were getting women back then, guys. They were getting them. They already had their game established. They were out there doing their thing way back then, before the millions. So you don't need all that. All you need is game and an understanding of human nature, female nature, male nature. Right? You don't have to have a Bugatti. You don't have to have it. Does it help? Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure. But the Tate brothers were getting women long before they had the cars. Go back and look at their stuff. Go back and look at it. That's all I'm saying. Pull yourself out the bottom. Pull yourself out the bottom 80. Brother Primal, got to get her time to get Jody out the house. LOL, that's right, man. That's right. Jody calls. We in military and army especially, man. Ain't no use in looking back. Jody got your Cadillac. You know, that's it. Ain't no use in going home. Jody got your girl and gone. I used to love seeing cases. Yeah, saying ain't so. DL was Jody. Hey, man, look, I was the innocent prey. I was the sheep. I was the hunted. She was the predator. I was the prey. She got me, but she put me on, bro. That young woman taught me so much. She was 24. At the time, I was 18. She taught me so much. Changed me. She absolutely changed me. She changed everything I was doing. She opened my eyes to so much. That one encounter in Alabama at Fort Rucker, that one encounter, man, that woman right there, bro. Whew, whew. That was, like I said, I will always be indebted to her. Always. Always. Man. And she was fine too. My goodness. Back then she was like a 7, 8. She was fine, sister. Ooh, fine. Fine. Man, look. So many firsts with her. So many firsts. Definitely need a paywall to tell you what happened. Definitely need a paywall to tell y'all what she taught me. YouTube would pull the plug on this stream ASAP if I was just start telling y'all what we did. Way too graphic. But let's get back to the video. A player is akin to a real player. And most of these guys that I know that are real players, none of them were in the military. They just understand female nature to a point where they've mastered female nature. They can make women do things for them, which blows my mind. That's a level of game I don't even want. When you can control another grown-up. You know what I mean? With your words.
Yeah.
I don't want that. And again, that's akin to being a pimp. But the players are ahead above those guys because they truly focus on female nature and they know exactly what buttons to push to get women of every caliber to do things for them. So when y'all guys see those, y'all see dudes out there. I'm talking to y'all guys in the chat, right? A lot of y'all are bottom 80 in the chat. No, that's see right there. This is the part. This is the part where some people in the chat was all on me because I called them bottom 80. But it's the truth. The majority of dudes are in the bottom 80. I would say 90% of the guys on Mel King show, yeah, they're bottom 80 guys. They see a beautiful woman and they know they can go on there and maybe she'll pull me up and let me talk and they can be seen. I'm not mad at them. The opportunity to talk to a beautiful woman, I'm not mad at them at all. I get it. But you're still in the bottom 80. You're trying to find a cheat code. There are no cheat codes, gentlemen. You have to do the work, period. You must do the work. Shout out to Rich Cooper. That's no dig at y'all, but it takes work to get out of that, right? So there are dudes out there, you've seen them. They'll just have all these beautiful women. I'm talking about 8, 9s, and 10s. And, and I'm not talking about Andrew Tate, although Andrew Tate is close, but he's still not these dudes. These dudes don't have a lot of money. They'll have a car that some woman provided him with. They'll be living in one of her houses. He'll be like the beneficiary on her insurance, her life insurance. These type dudes. Look at Mel's face. Look at her face, y'all. Look at Mel's face. Look at that face. She can't believe it. She's like, what is this man talking about? Yes. A true player is doing that. A true player is getting women to sign over a portion of their financial portfolio. A true player is getting women to allow him to manage her homes. He's renting these homes out and keeping all the money. There's players out there doing this kind of stuff, bro. I mean, it's just they're really good at that. I don't ever want to be at that level. That's not something I'm cool with. Players are just so refined at it. And most of the time, these women just do it for them. Women will go out and buy these guys like the finest clothes, take them to the finest restaurants and pay. Players are like, whatever, it's part of the game. He doing whatever. She in a rotation. Sometimes he'll let her pay, sometimes he won't. But these guys, like I said, I've only met a few in my life, man. It just blows me away. Like, wow. Dose of game. If you want a glimpse of that kind of that playerism stuff, you know what I mean? How to beat, you know, like he has a channel, A Dose of Game. I've reacted to some of his stuff. A cool guy. We've been DMing. Cool dude. Go check out some of his stuff. A Dose of Game. He puts out new content every Thursday, I think it is. He real bite size, you know, like 4 or 5 minute videos, good stuff. And he puts out some real game. Like, go over there and watch. I'm here to tell you, if you're in the bottom 80, you ain't ready for that level of game. You got to work your way up to that. You ain't ready for that level of game. But Dose has courses and books and everything else. If you want to give it a shot, go on over there. He got something for you. Go on over there. I'm pretty sure he does the Zoom online courses or however he does. I think he has a Players University, I think is what he calls it. I think it's online, you know, but my thing is I'm in person, bro. Let's get out here in the real world in person. Let's talk about how you look, bro. Let's talk about your style. Let's talk about, again, your accessories. Let's talk about, you know, how you smell. Let's talk about your grooming, all that kind of stuff. And then we can work into, you know, how to strike up a conversation and this and that. I like to do it in person, but there's plenty of people out there who can put you on and they're doing, you know, online virtual type stuff. If that's what you want, it's out there. It's out there now. But it, you know, here's what it is, brother Primal. The majority of Americans are overweight, broke, uneducated, and have no skill set. It's not hard to be in the top 20 these days. Facts. That right there, that might be the comment of the stream. That might be the comment of the stream. Facts. It's never been easier to be in the top 20. Again, I don't need you to break down the numbers, fellas. I don't need you to pull out your calculators and like, well, there's 200,000 men, 50% of those are this and that, and of that, 25. No, it's just a metaphor. The majority of guys are undesirable. The minority of guys are desirable, and they're getting all the women. That's it. So I say 80-20. You could say 95-5. You know, say what you want, 70-30. Use whatever breakdown you want to use. But you want to be in the minority. You don't want to be in the majority. The majority of people, the majority of men are invisible to most women. That's not me saying it. Go out there. There's plenty of articles on this topic. That's just not manosphere stuff. Mainstream publications are talking about this. The majority of women find most men economically unattractive. That's not me. DL Saint didn't make that up. That's not me. That's not me. Viking Paradigms in the house. What's good, brother? Brother Allegiance, I always wondered if you have some Caribbean in you. Not me, fam. I'm straight up Cincinnati, Ohio. The only Caribbean came from me is when my ancestors who were slaves probably went through the Caribbean on their way to Georgia. Yeah. Our people came from some plantations in Georgia. We were lucky. It's luck. You got to call it luck. We were lucky to trace it back to that. So at least at least we know where, I know where my ancestors were. Plantation in Georgia, and we migrated from Georgia to Kentucky, Kentucky into Ohio and Michigan. Um, so we were able to track that back, man. So not. I mean, I ain't got no Caribbean in me, bro. I ain't mad though. But thanks for asking, brother Chris Smoky Hat. The game is to be sold, not to be told. I remember this being told to me as a young 22-year-old. Facts. Appreciate the $5 super chat. That's facts. The game is to be sold, not told. I remember being told to me as a young 22-year-old. That's how it is, man. Appreciate that, bro. I really do appreciate that. Thank you so much, man. Every dollar that you guys donate, man, goes straight into the strippers and cocaine fund. Y'all know what it is. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Every dime goes back into the production. Like I said, I need to get some wireless mics. I need 2 wireless mics and I need another camera. I want to get a nice, a nice, I guess, HD camera. I got my eye on a couple. So you guys are going to see the quality pick up. And then I want to put together a travel kit. I got most of the stuff that I need, but it's a couple things I want to get as a travel kit so I can hit the road. And when I do hit the road this summer, I can get some better content and get some stuff for you guys to enjoy. But thank you so much, brother. I really do appreciate that, man. $5, man. It means a lot, bro. Anytime someone donates their hard-earned money, man, it means a lot to me. It really does, bro. And also it tells me, it's an indicator that I'm on the right track. I'm gonna continue to push forward in this vein. I'm on the right track. So one more Don DeMarco for you, brother. I appreciate that. Don DeMarco. I appreciate that. Asperger's syndrome and ADHD is something that goes undiagnosed among children, or is overdiagnosed? I mean, there's a lot going on out there, bro, with that. I would say it's a little bit of both, and it depends on how good someone's insurance is. The overdiagnosis come in when they know they can make a bag off of, you got the best insurance in the land, so we're going to overdiagnose and we're going to be able to treat for this and that, get this and that done, and this test and that. That all equals money they're getting from their insurance company. It's underdiagnosed when people don't have any money. I mean, that's it. They'll try to, something else. You're iron deficient, or, his nutrition is imbalanced, because there's no money in it. And that's one of the problems with America, man. I love capitalism, but, it cuts both ways, bro. It cuts both ways. So let's continue with the video. Oh, yeah. It's not a lot of them. These dudes are the elite. They are the special forces.
Don't listen. Listen, I'm going to say, don't come over here with that. But I will tell you, you are right. Like when I said that the game that Medium Man was talking about, it would have gotten me, at least initially, for a while, until I figured it out and had to step. But yeah, I'm starting to see there's different game that I did not know about that deeply is psychological on a woman. You guys need to check out my video on him if you haven't. If you're looking for some game, like I was a candle hoe.
He got you with the candles, and then you got your listen. You were talking about
it was a lot.
You were talking about the hypothetical situation where he let someone else wear your slippers. Hypothetically, you got mad thinking about that.
That's when I knew. I was like, not my slippers. You talking about they my slippers? Then he put up a red flag. Well, she's sharing them with a couple women, but she thinks they're her slippers. I'm like, not her crusty feet. I don't.
Her feet sweat. Look how good this dude's game is. Hypothetically, got Mel mad. I'm telling you, man, go back and watch the episode on her platform. You can watch her platform or mine. But that brother, the Medium Man, yo, I diagnosed this game. I broke it all the way down. I'm like, yeah, bro, this is top tier. This is top tier game. This is womanizing at the highest level. The brother has it down to a science. And I kind of talk about the greatness of his game here in a second. So check it out. But listen, that's the type of game that a lot of guys I see in the chat. Guys are like, well, how do you do this and whatever? It takes work, and that's the problem with America. People want instant this and instant that. It takes work. It took that man decades to get his game to that point. Even with the part with the weapons and the part taking a leadership role. But what I thought was most brilliant about his game is the fact that he does not allow women to add value. That's it. That just killed it right there. And that'll keep him on the hook forever. Like you said, the whole circle back thing. Like he could spin the block or whatever. And he can. And he can wait years. Most guys are like, oh, she'll spin the block in a couple of weeks. This brother, like, 2-3 years, she might come back. 2-3 years.
Y'all, I hate y'all. I just want you to know. Yes, I'm putting it out there. Melanie said she hates men. If y'all,
you know, Mel keeps it 100, but that's it though. That guy's game was perfect. Perfect. And that was the one key. The one key. The fact that he did not allow women to add value, and they continued to try and try and try, but he wouldn't give them the opportunity to add value. He was already taking care of it. The way he ran, the way he runs his game, brilliant. And a woman who understands the game he's running, she still will fall for it. Because it's kind of, when I broke down the video on this platform, when I broke down the video, he's created the perfect trap because it's like enough room for the woman to reach in there and then grab him, but they can't pull him out. The only way they can get out of the trap is to let him go to get out. So because he's like the perfect guy, he's presenting the perfect man, the perfect gentleman, right? With the style and the money and the resources and the experience and the leadership. He's the perfect dude. He's presenting it. He's taking them candle shopping. He's got you got slippers for you at the house, baby. You could put these slippers on. He's got the house smelling the way they like it smell. We bought these scents together. This is so it smells. It's you have some candles at your house, so it's the same scent. Then we got them over here, killing them. And he starts it all off by saying, "We're just grown up here. We're just basically friends with benefits," or however he was putting it. He just smashing. It's a chance you might win me over, love, but in the meantime, we just smashing. And then when it's over, he would blame it on the military. Oh, I just got orders. I got to go over here. I got to get deploy over there. And he lets it fizzle out. And they're always wanting him back. Yo, like dude's game, incredible. Incredible. Shout out to that guy. He gets a Don DeMarco for that. That game is on point. You know what I mean? Some autistic people are smart. Yeah, I don't know a lot about autism. I've been around folks on the spectrum and stuff like that. Yeah, it just their mind. The way I understand it, their minds work a certain way. That's just the way I understand it. It's different than the quote unquote norm. So yeah, they just have to adjust to that. So how do we get there, bro? What are we talking about autistic people? I'm here to talk about game. Brother Allegiance, man, I'm talking about game. You talking about autistic folk. You know what I mean? So so that was it right there, y'all. I just wanted to break that down. The whole thing with game, man. You know what? I'm gonna let it run. It's a little bit more left. It's just a little more left. We'll let it run a little bit more, and then we'll close it down.
I can't take that as a joke. Or if I say y'all guys are trash for this, people will literally take me saying that. I thought you said you support y'all. The frustration that people don't have any sense of humor. They don't get banter. They don't get it. It's just but DL, I gotta kick you out because I got this waiting room is looking crazy.
I know it's looking crazy, and I got to go anyway. I got to show. I'm on in 20 minutes. I'm talking about AI. AI is taking over the world, girl.
I know, guys. Have you seen the songs that are on YouTube where they have Rihanna singing Tim's song, or have y'all seen they got Drake singing Ice Spice, and they got Kanye West. They got them singing WAP, and it sounds like them. I mean, it sounds a little funny on some of them, but the other ones actually sound like the person is singing it. It's scary, guys. People are going to be able to imitate your voice, your likeness. It's a whole cottage industry that's going to probably go into the billions, where something has to be a verified image, a verified voice recording. Where
And real quick, while she's talking about that, like she's talking about, the business of music and this down the third. Be careful. The new phishing is getting your voice. So we've done some shows on it where there were some very rich people who were robbed because they had deep fakes of the voice, and they would call the bank and they would get the bank to transfer funds to accounts, virtually robbing the bank and robbing the people by using these, deep fake voices. So I'm noticing a lot of phone calls, and you answer, and so you're like a typical hello, 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 and you're saying so, hello, who's this? And they could be recording your voice on the other end in attempts to create a defect to maybe use that voice to perhaps bribe your family. They can, like, you're on the trip somewhere, and let's say that, okay, someone has my voice defaked, and I'm like, okay, guys, I'm on my way to Medellin. I'm gonna be going to Medellin. I'm flying on Monday, and I'll be offline until Tuesday. I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm going to the airport, like, because you got people out there doing all this stuff right in real time. I'm going to the airport. My flight's at 4. Da da da. Right. And let's say you're not just going to Medellin. Let's say you're going. Let's say you're taking a 12-hour flight. It's going to South Africa or something like that, right? So someone has your voice, this deep fake of your voice. They got 12 hours to try to get money out of your family. To say, oh, they done made a deep fake. Hey, I need money. I'm over here. I'm in Bogota, and I need some money. I need y'all to send some money to these people. Are they gonna do this or do that? Or they'll come up with some scenario. And this is going on now. They're fishing people and they're getting people with the deep fakes of voices. Be careful with that. When you answer the phone call, you answer the phone, you don't recognize the number. And what I normally do is I listen, and I won't say hello. I'll be like, make some noises and see if someone says something on the other end. Just be careful, guys. We're living in a transition space where someone can get a defect of your voice and they might be able to con your family out of some money. Or like I said, like if you already got big bread, they might be able to talk your banker into authorizing some money to be wired out or something. So you got to be careful with that. Be real careful with that. Let's see. Brother Primer was saying, I mean, to be fair, I think a lot of dudes in the manosphere are on the spectrum. Hey, man, I can't like, hey, look, I met a couple. Bless their hearts. They're nice, but yeah, 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 that's the thing. Brother, these are just saying, soon planning to settle back to UK, England. Hey, bro, I plan to be in, it's a good chance I'll be in UK September, October of this year. It's a good chance. So definitely, bro, if I'm gonna be over there, I'll let you know. Normally when I'm in UK, I stay at the Hari Hotel, is one of my favorites. But I don't know where I'll be staying if I go. But yeah, September, October this year, bro, I might be over there. And like I said, while I'm over there, I'll definitely be hollering at King Riches. And all of our people who are over there. I'm starting to reach out with people. We got King and Queens. I think that's their brother name. He's been on the podcast. I'm trying to work out a date so we can actually collab and do a show together. Trying to grow over there, man. Because man, listen, I'm a big fan of our cousins over there on the other side of the pond, man. I'm a big fan. I love it over there. I love London. I love the UK. I can't. Next time I go over, plan to go into Scotland. We're gonna stay in a castle. Kind of look forward to doing that. So yeah, I feel you on that, bro. Saving up, yeah, save up, bro. Save up. If you make it, let me know because I will definitely come. Have a pint with you, bro, or we can, have ourselves a proper cognac. Get some fish and chips, the whole nine. So let's finish up the video.
Companies are going to have to show that it was fake. So some of you
Well,
people are looking to get into a budding industry on the ground floor. The AI verification business is about to become a $1 billion crazy industry that's going to take over.
Right, but that
So
business is
look
going to be run
into it.
by AI. But that business is going to be run by AI, and that's one of the things I'm going to be talking
But
about
you
in the
can
arts.
get the programming, you can get that and learn what it is, because there's people on YouTube that are just regular people. They actually are showing you how they are creating the AI voices very simply just
Yeah,
on their computer.
yeah,
So
and like the arts. The reason I wanted to do the show is because there was a guy who used AI to create a photo, and this is like a world renowned photographer, and he entered it into this like real prestigious event, and that photo won. And no one knew. And he was like, these are like the best eyes on the planet, and they could not tell that this was a photo that was a picture generated by AI. It drew it. It was yes. So we're getting to a place, and I'll say this and get off, but I believe we're getting to a place where art loses its value when you can walk into the AI shop and say, "Hey, make me a make me a Picasso or make me an Andy Warhol." Okay, go have lunch and we'll have one Andy Warhol up for you in no time. You come back, boom, you got your own Andy Warhol.
right, like, this is really disrupting a lot of industries right now. Oh, but one thing I want to say real quick, put your can you leave your shout out Black Lexicon, what's up, boo? Can you drop your link? Someone said drop your link into the
I, and look at that, Mel showing love. Drop your link. She has over 360,000 subscribers, and she's like, "Yo, can you drop your link?" And showing love to her brother. Um, Shout out to Mel King, man. I really appreciate her, man. Like, shout out to her. She don't have to do that. She does not have to do that. Same thing, Peter Schiff. I put out a YouTube short, and I was kind of highlighting some stuff that Peter Schiff said. And he had, like 5,000 some odd people, and so many people came over to support me because of that 1 minute short. So I mean that part of YouTube I really like. And then I have y'all, man, rocking out with me, my day ones. You know what I mean, rocking out with me. Like, we're gonna grow, y'all. We're gonna grow. We're gonna get the big numbers, and then we're gonna do like Myron and Fresh said. We're not gonna pull the ladder up. We're gonna keep the ladder down, and we're gonna pull up, and help up those people who are out there putting in good work. Shout out to Fresh and Fit, Myron and Fresh. They're always there for me, helping me out when I have questions, and what about this and how to do that in this YouTube space. They're always right there. And when I'm in Miami, they always show me love, man. So shout out to them dudes. You know what I'm saying? That I got to get them a Dr. Marco, because them boys have earned it. And that's for Mel as well. So let's finish up this video and then we're done. People can put it
chat.
in the back chat. Yeah, but you haven't made me a mod. If you made me a mod, I could
I
put it in
haven't
your
made
regular
you a
chat.
mod. Oh, write
No,
something real
that's
quick. I
because
thought I did.
that's because you hate me. That's all. It's all
I
good.
do, but it's a love-hate relationship right now. If you just put something in there and I'll
Right? Do you see us playing back and forth? You see how playful it is? You see how she wants to help me out? Do you see this, guys? Again, it goes back to what we're talking about. Pull yourself out the bottom. Become socially calibrated. You'll be surprised how far that alone will take you. You'll be surprised, and be funny. Being funny helps.
I'll let you okay, where you are. Hold on. This chat in the back
Let
end
me
is like,
jump.
why is my thing not live on the back end? What's
I don't
going on
know.
with
So I,
YouTube?
I dropped something in the back chat there, and then let me drop something in your regular chat here. And
Okay. Okay. All
I
right.
just put in what's good. But for real, it's always a pleasure talking to you. Quit playing. I know you're talking about relocating. Before you get out of here, seriously, let's sit down and talk, because I really want to help you out with this live event. I'm grinding right now, doing some big things. So when it's time for the live event, well, I'm down.
Yeah,
I got
we're
the
putting
comedy
it
thing.
together. My biggest thing too, I wanted to have a couple of people so that people get their like bang for their buck when they come to an event. So you can like have a discussion with a couple of us.
And when we finally get it off the ground, this is going to be a pretty good event. It's going to be here in Central Florida. It'll be somewhere between Orlando and Tampa, probably Tampa. I'm going to stay on her about this. Yo, guys, when we get it together, it'll definitely be worth traveling to Central Florida to check it out, because she's going to be bringing down her people using her resources. I'm going to be encouraging her to reach out to certain folks. It'll definitely be worth it.
So
And I'm a couple up
I'm
from
working.
I think Fawcett dropped it in there for me. Thanks, brother. Yep,
Oh,
Fawcett
shout
dropped it in
out
there
to
for me.
Fawcett, another friend of the show, and a friend of mine. So shout out to Fawcett. Let me
Yeah, and
Parker,
I'm
are
two
you a
above him.
moderator? I don't think
Fawcett
oh
is.
But hold up, Quentin, you said you got Chat GPT to write you a 2,500-page essay. How are you going to dry snitch on yourself? They're gonna come. You gonna get a bad grade. Something gonna
No,
happen to
because
you.
the teachers can't tell.
No, I'm
Even with
saying
him
he
saying
snitched.
that.
He snitched. Y'all, yeah, our kids about to be. The education system is already trash. And Quentin, you're contributing to the delinquency of our children, letting them know that they can do that. But listen, I'm kicking you off because I'm Teflon. You're next. You're next, boo. Are you ready? All right, and I'm gonna make you a moderator. Quentin, I made you a moderator as well. Fawcett, I'm trying to make
Mel,
you
this
one.
is for all about them 80 guys who trying to get at you that love you in the chat.
Holla, 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 holla. Don't be calling them bottom 80.
That's where they are. It's real love. You want to get out. You want to get into the
Stop
top 20.
it.
You got to work your way out. This is how men communicate. Men and women are different. I say it with love, but they know who they are. You got to work on it. Work on your body. Get into the gym. Work on your mind. Get into the books. Work on your money. Get out there and earn. That's it. That's the only way you're going to get women to look at you. You do these things not to get women, but doing these things will give you the qualities that women are attracted to, and women will come out of the woodwork for you. That's the only way out of the bottom. And I say that as a guy.
And they're going to play truth or drink with you.
CNN Mel went off on one of her little tangents, but this message will never change. If you're in the bottom 80, you got to work your way out. And yes, most men are in the bottom 80. And when I first said it, she started laughing because she's like, yeah, I got a bunch of basement dwellers in my chat. She knew it. But then she tried to make, don't talk about them like that. Oh, you don't want anybody feeling bad for you. You want some pretty woman saying, some beautiful woman you trying to smash. And she's like looking at you like you're a lost puppy. Like you were like a straggly little dirty little puppy. Don't say that about the little puppy. You don't want to be that guy. You don't. You don't want that. You want her to look at you and wonder, who is that guy? You want her to, as soon as she makes eye contact with you, as soon as she lays eyes on you, she's thinking, I want to smash him. That's what you want. And how do you do that? You put in the work. You put in the work. Period. That's it. You put in the work. And that's what we were talking about. In this last little bit here, she started going off and playing. I told her, like, man, get me off of here. Watch this. Hey, I gotta go. I got a show to do. Don't get me out of here. Where my button at? Okay, where my button at? Get me out. I'm out.
I'm kicking you out. All right, good talk. All right, guys.
And again, shout out to Mel King. You know what I mean? That's my people, man. I'm glad. You know, I'm just so glad
It'll be
that
like this one time at bank.
Oh, wrong button. I'm just glad we messed up. I forgot I had that button, bro. Yo.
It'll be like this one time at band camp.
I forgot I had that button. I haven't used my soundboard properly in a minute. It'll be like this one time at band camp. Oh man. So listen, that's the show right there, guys. We all start in the bottom. All men start with nothing, and we have to earn our value. That's it. Bottom line. So that person who was in Melanie's chat that night and was saying talking about me, do you think you're in the bottom? I was in the bottom 80, and I pulled myself out through hard work, perseverance. I did it. I paid attention to those around me, those who were helping me out. Like my friend in AIT, she taught me so much. She's not the only one. I listened to the OGs. I listened to the wise men. I listened to the geeks. I listened to the nerds. I listened to everybody. I got myself on point, and I was able to move forward and get up out the bottom 80, period. I earned my trophy. No one gave me nothing. You feel me? I want to say that one more time. I earned mine. No one gave me anything. So you people who were raised on this, everyone gets a trophy, and raised on, everyone's a winner, there are no losers. That's delusional. There are winners and there are losers. You ask the people with yachts, right? The have yachts, they'll tell you they're winners, and the have nots will tell you they're losers. I'm here to tell you there is definitely a difference. And take it from somebody who's been in these bubbles. You got to earn your way into those bubbles. You got to drag yourself out the bottom 80. You know what I mean? Yeah, like really, she's using some filter to filter her teeth. Maybe that was a live show. I don't know if there's a filter out there that can do stuff live. She probably just goes to get the laser cleaning things on her teeth or whatever. But it is what it is. that's the show, fellas and ladies. Who are, I'm pretty sure we had some beautiful women watching from the from Overwatch. That was watching from the clouds. I'm still working on getting that. I want to do a show for the ladies. I want to get a female panel. I'm still working on that. I don't know when I'm going to get there, but I'm a step closer. I've been talking to folks and they're interested. I've been talking to women and they're interested. Just got to make that happen. So be looking for that, guys. Like I said, Wednesday show, we're going to be talking about Star Trek Picard, season 3, Picard. Me and Jay Swans are going to be on that. This was his idea. We were sitting around talking about it for like an hour and a half. We're like, man, we should just do a show. And we're going to do that. What else? We're going to do some political talk. Tomorrow's going to be some political talk, y'all. We're going to be talking about Trump and Biden. And we're going to be talking about how people don't want Trump or Biden to run for the presidency. That's the thing. We're going to be talking about that tomorrow. Downrange Podcast. I hope y'all can make it. 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's what we're going to be doing. Did Dio go bald at a young age? Yes, I did, bro. I realized I was losing my hair at 16. At 16. And then I just went and just started shaving it my senior year. I knew I was going to the Army anyway. They were going to shave it off. And remember, that was the era when people were wearing the high top fades, the crazy slopes and stuff. That's when I realized I was losing my hair. And it was what it was. And I didn't cry about it. I didn't care. I did like most dudes do. You try to hold on to it for as long as you can. But I was like, whatever, man, I cut it off. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I had a lot of women coming up. I remember once, this was in 95. I'd just gotten home from the military, was at the dentist. There was just this, one of the women who worked there. I don't know if she was a hygienist or whatever. She was wearing the dentist clothes. I forget what you call them, the operating clothes. I forget what you call that stuff. But anyway, dressed like the dentist people dress. This was it was a white lady. She was older than me. She was probably in her mid to late 30s. Very attractive. I mean, like the MILF kind of thing. She had like, the MILF thing going on. She was older than me. And she told me, she was saying that, she said, I think you're a very handsome man. Your bald head is very sexy. This is what she told me. This was in Cincinnati, Ohio. I didn't even know what to say. She probably was shooting game. I mean, I probably could have, Probably could have. She was shooting game. I didn't know what to say. I thanked her. I said, thank you. I'm saying she could have got it too. She could have got it. But she was like, you're very sexy. Your bald head's very sexy. So I never looked back. I never worried about it. Brother Cody's in the house, man. It's all good, fam. You always on time, bro. Cody's King's in the building. It's like, oops, I'm too late. Tate 2024, bro. If Tate was running, I would vote for him. I'll be on that campaign, bro. Wouldn't that be something? Andrew Tate, president of the United States of America. Wouldn't that be something? He's an American citizen. He's a U.S. citizen. He's eligible. He's old enough, and he's an American. That would be crazy. Brother Cody is king. Some women think bald heads are very masculine. Yes, they do. I haven't had any problems. Even now when I'm older, like I haven't shaved or whatever, I'm not doing anything. I don't care. Y'all know I just keep it rough until I got something going on. Yeah, bro. I don't even have a shave right now, even with the half fro, like with the George Jefferson. I'm older. A lot of younger women, they dig it. It is what it is. It's like, cool. Again, it's game. You got to understand the game. All right, just cool. I can rock with this then. All right, cool. It's just you learn as you go. No matter what age you are, you're still learning because you're still in the game. You got to stay fluid. Stay on your tippy toes. Keep your head on a swivel. That's how it is when you're trying to figure this kind of stuff out. Women like what they like, bro. And if it's you, all you got to do is not screw it up. That's it. That's the key. That's the final thing I tell people when they work with me. Like the last thing I tell them. It's like, bro, women want what they want. It's your job to be able to identify the woman that wants you. And once you figure that out, don't screw it up. That's it. Don't screw it up. It sounds a lot harder than it is, bro. It sounds a lot easier than it is. People would think, oh, that's simple. I won't screw it up. Pfft. Most dudes screw it up. It sounds way easier than it actually is. It's really hard not to screw that up. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's so cold where you live. All right, yeah, man, get out of there. It's not cold here. I'm in Florida. A cold day in Florida is 50 degrees here in America. I don't know what that is in Celsius, but 50 degrees in America. Down here in Florida, that's cold. In Cincinnati, we walking around in shorts because Cincinnati can get down to minus 30. So that's it. That's the show, fellas and ladies. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Remember, you got to work your way. You got to do the work. Build yourself up. Pull yourself out of the bottom, guys. Pull yourself out of the bottom 80. Do the work. Do the work. Start with your body. Start doing push-ups. Start doing sit-ups. Get to the gym. Become the best version of yourself. Start there. Just do that. Start walking. Watch what you eat. And if you got the money, invest in yourself. Get a personal trainer. Buy your meals, buy those meals that you can just kind of warm up or whatever. So you know what calories and what you're putting in your body. Go to the gym. Invest in yourself. If you got to go get yourself a coach, find you a coach and go and invest in one. Go on and invest in one. I'm telling you, it's worth it. Invest in yourself. There's a science to womanizing, fellas. There's a science to it. Now, you can figure it out on your own, or you can go out there and have someone work with you. You can do a combination of the two. But do that. Get your money up. Get your money up. Do these things, fellas. Work on yourself. Do these things. Not for women. But if you do these things, you make yourself the best version of yourself that you could possibly be, and you're socially calibrated. You can hold conversations. You look good. You smell good. You got a nice style to you. You got a little bit of money. Women are drawn to that. The confidence you will develop along the way will draw the women in that you want. And then you can sit back and you can choose. You can pick and choose. You can vet the ones you want. Get rid of the ones that don't, that aren't worthy, and focus on the ones that you want. That's it. That's it right there, bro. That's it in a nutshell. So, all right, we're done. Thanks for rocking out with me. I really appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to be talking politics, man. We'll have on Downrange Podcast. We're going to be talking about Trump. We're going to be talking about Biden, Republican Party and the Democratic Party. That's what we're going to be doing tomorrow. And then, like I said, on Wednesday, we have the show. We're getting geeky with it. Me and Jay Swan's going to come on here. We're going to talk about Picard season 3. On Thursday, we're going to be talking about some more political stuff. I'm not quite sure what exactly, but we're going to be talking about some more political stuff on Thursday. And maybe we'll talk about Don Lemon and Tucker Carlson on Thursday. Maybe we'll talk about the effect that's having on the left and the right. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll talk about guns. Maybe we'll continue to talk about the insurance thing down here in Florida. But we're going to talk about something. And then on Friday, I'm not quite sure what we're going to do on Friday, but we'll come up with something too. So there it is. Brother Cody is King. Like the video and subscribe, please. Yes, please do. Please do that. Wonderful 34 is in the building. What's good, fam? Wonderful 34. What up, peoples? Mr. DL and Joe. Yeah, we're just wrapping up. Thanks for coming, bro. I appreciate all the donations. Wonderful 34 be blessed in the Cash App, man. Thank you so much, man. Truly, 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 from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate you, bro. 100, man. So please go back, Team Replay, check it out. Give me your comments below. Like it, love it, hate it, whatever. Let me see your comments below. I will get back to you on your comments. I answer all those comments. Sometimes it takes me a few days, but I do get back to it. Trust me. Team Replay, man. We all about that. Wonderful 34, like you catch the replay. Peace. Yeah, peace to you too, brother Dino. Check your shorts messages, brother DL. I will. I am going to check them. I know I got something out there, bro. Matter of fact, I'm going to make my daughter some spaghetti for dinner, and then I'm going to catch up on all those messages and chats and comments and stuff like that, man. So thanks again for rocking with me. I'm DL Saint. This is the DL Saint I Really Want to Know podcast. I'm going to holler at y'all later. Peace.
Darn, that's the end.
Peace.